Hi everybody, this is Musical Drewby. I'm checking out the KORG Nanopad 2 today. So basically, the KORG Nanopad 2 has one XY controller, which basically just means you can control up and down, left and right with your finger, or with whatever, I guess. You also have 16 pads that are velocity sensitive or touch sensitive. And they also have some buttons up here that control the functions of the XY pad. Also, it has a nice scene button where you can store your scenes. Other than that, it's pretty straightforward. So what I have here is I have my Nanopad going into my EIE Pro USB port in the back, which is actually running through Studio One on my computer, and it's actually controlling the Yamaha S90XS. So I'm using it as a controller, and up here, as you can see, I have the Nanopad actually controlling the S90. There you go. Close that up real quick. So let's just briefly overview what it can do. The drum pad's not too excited about them. The velocity was kind of off. I'm tapping it right now. Every now and then I get a sound out of it. I don't know if it's going to get better as I use it more and maybe wear it in. I don't know. It's kind of hit and miss though. I don't know, but it's pretty responsive, I guess. I don't have fun with it though. It's not a lot of fun to play, which means a lot whenever you're recording stuff. So I would actually rather use my keyboard to input drums instead of this. But having said that, it also has this XY controller, which I think is pretty cool. It basically right now it just controls I think the modulation wheel and something. It acts as a modulation wheel and something else. I'm not really sure exactly. Let me see. Oh, let me turn this off. Touch scale off. Yeah, it sends the CC number for breath controller and modulation wheel. I'm sure there's a way you could change that. I'm sure there is. But by default, that's what it does. But now here's the cool part. You can press touch scale, and then every time you touch it, it plays a note in the scale. And you can't really hear the scale because I'm playing unpitched instruments. But if I go over here to my keyboard, maybe put actually I want to do a guitar. So let me get keys, organ, guitar. I'm going to use a 12-string classical. Never seen one of those, but I'm sure they exist. And now it plays the scale steps, and you can change the scale by pressing the scale button and one of these pads that correspond to the scales, which you have some minor scales, some major scales. You have chromatic, pentatonic, blues, a bass line scale, I guess like a walking bass, some other ethnic scales, fourths and fifths. So for now, I will do the scale to a minor pentatonic. Let's see what it sounds like. Now the keys also work. Kind of a whole tone thing going there, but it's actually chromatic. So it goes a full octave plus a minor third. Oops, sorry about that. But you know, it's not really probably good for playing melodies and things like that. Maybe it is. I don't know. Guess you could, bass lines, what have you. But these buttons don't affect the pads. These buttons up here only affect the XY controller, and mostly in touch scale mode. So let's change the scale again. We'll change the scale to a blues scale. Have a little fun with that, I guess. You can also change the key. You can press the key button, hold it down. Say you want to do it in the key of E, popular scale for guitarists. So yeah, you can change anything with that. Another cool thing they have on here is a gate arpeggio. You can press that and you can see it's blinking. That just means it's it arpeggiates on a gate, and a gate is just when you hold down on it, it will be active. When you let go of it, then you close the gate and it's not active anymore, which is cool. But you can also hold the gate like that. So yeah, some music making potential there. That would be kind of cool to have. I would say just buy one of these, one big one, instead of all the drum pads too, because they're pretty much useless to me. But that was kind of fun. It's really small though to have much fun with. You can also change the tempo of your gate arpeggio by tapping here. Just do it faster. Let me turn it back on. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have a lot of fun with that. So anyway, you can change the range of your scale. So if you want your scale to be more than 2 octaves, which is what it's set on right now, you can actually make it 3 or 4 octaves. Or less, however you want to do it. Let me go back down. Octave down. Oh, no, not scale. Range. I think it's going to go down to 4. Well, I'll find it in a second. It's key, range, octave, minus. Why is it not doing it? What am I doing wrong? I'm just being silly. Maybe it's scale range. Whatever. Oh, I'm actually changing some keys here, so I've messed with some settings. I'm not sure what I did. But you can have a lot of fun with this. You can actually, let me see if you could actually turn touch scale off. Let me do... actually turn it back on. Key, we'll do C, we'll do a scale pentatonic. Let's see how that sounds. Yeah, I've turned the octave down. I don't know why I did that. There we go, fix that thing. I'm also going to put down the sustain pedal, so now I have a nice, yeah, so I can even play. Whoa. Oops. I'm not used to these keys. So yeah, you could play a little melody. You could even do it on your keyboard here. If you were a music teacher and you want to incorporate technology into your music class, you could even let the kids do the XY controller while you play a melody on whatever instrument. You could use an ORF instrument or a keyboard. Anyway, a lot of fun to have with the Nanopad 2. They're very inexpensive, easy to get for a classroom or just for in your studio, just for fun. Only gripe I have, the pads just aren't very good on it. The rubber pads are not very sensitive to your velocity. Other than that, it's a cool little device, cheap. So anyway, thanks for letting me show it to you.